Hello, and welcome to Don't Listen to Me podcast. My name is Lauren, aka
And
Lo.
I am Nisa. What's up, y'all? Welcome
What's
back.
up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. What are we? We on episode 14. Feels
I was about
good.
to say 13, but I was like, nah, it's 14. Yeah, it
It's
feels good.
14, going strong, going strong.
Yeah.
We're gonna get right into it. Make sure you pour up your glass of wine, glass of whatever it is that you're drinking. If you
Yes.
participate in dry January, get us
Listen.
a little mocktail.
Or
Pour
water.
up. Or water. Got to stay hydrated and tell us what y'all drinking.
Yeah, for sure.
Sis, you want to start with what you drinking first, or you want me to?
Yes, I can go. Listen, we're gonna talk about, our weekend, and before we do that, of course, I'm gonna shout out one of one of our favorite wineries in Helen, Georgia, called Habersham Winery. And I got me a new bottle of wine. Can you see it?
Oh yes, Traminet. However you
Treminet.
say
I think he said Treminet. Treminet.
it.
And
Yeah.
it is, of course, made in Georgia, produced
hmm
and bottled by Habersham Vineyards in Helen, Georgia. And it's 11.5% alcohol. This is a good one. This is a
It
good one.
is,
Mm-hmm.
and I got that same bottle. It is no longer with us today. Done.
What? You already drank yours?
The whole thing. It's gone. It's gone. So I'm on. This is my second bottle that I'm just now opening. The second bottle,
You're doing good. This
and
is my
I'm
turn.
doing. Oh,
I've been getting to it. I've been getting to it.
excellent. Okay. I got the Heritage Red. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah. Also,
Yes.
Haversham Winery. Let's see what's the
Mm-hmm.
percentage on this one now, because you said yours was
Mine's is
11.5.
yes. I know most of them are like almost at that 12 range.
Yeah, they are. Where did you see now? Where can I
Mine's
locate
was on the
this? This
very, very
is
top under all the wording. No, you don't see it?
mm,
Because most
mm.
of them, when
I'm
we
missing it.
ask,
I'm
they
missing it.
always say 12%.
They
So we'll
do,
go
they
with that.
do. I think yeah, it's got to be somewhere around that 12% mark. I haven't been to the eye doctor in a minute, so could be me. Could be me. All right,
That's
pull it
what
up,
old
pull it
age
up.
do to you, girl.
Listen, I really be struggling with seeing though. It's like
Uh,
I really need to get some for real glasses.
Come
Not
on now.
the yeah, not the play kind. I need some to see people and things. Okay.
You need to take care of that pretty
I
soon.
do. I
Yeah.
do. So
Yeah.
on that note,
On that note, like, I can't get
cheers.
into okay.
Oh, it's those
Oh,
three bottles.
I done showed you. I meant to show y'all this. Cheers. Cheers.
Yes, cheers, y'all. Let us know what
I
you're
gotta go back this
drinking
way.
in the comments. And yeah, like my sister said, like Nisa said, we want to just talk about. We had a little getaway. Went to North Georgia. Went to the
Yeah.
cabin. It was a
Yeah.
really excellent time.
Whew. It was
Let
a much
me
needed time.
send you all this
It
here.
was so relaxing, y'all. I encourage people. Oh, look
Oh, there's a
at
little music. So this is a. I'm gonna turn the music down, and you just
it.
kind
Okay,
of,
great.
yeah,
N-
you let them know what's what.
This was our winery and cabins trip. We went with two of our cousins, our close cousins. I mean, you see the scenery, it was so beautiful. It was just peaceful and serene. We went to this little cute little antique store in town. And of course, we went to the winery. Just an amazing time. Of course, we always do a wine tasting or two, whatever kind of mood we're in. And then we got to bring some bottles back with us. So
hmm
it was pretty good. We had a good old time. Good old time.
Yeah, it was a really good time. So we wanted to just kind of get away. We're moving through our grief still, so we all decided to just kind of have some Quality time at the cabins.
Hmm.
The now it was the funniest thing. Now it was four of us on this trip. We're all adults, like full grown
Adults.
adults.
Oh
Y'all,
gosh.
why were the instructions for the Airbnb? It was a set up. It was a complete setup. So we are trying to get, first of all, locate the
Mhm.
cabin. They
Mhm.
had the
Mhm.
wrong street name. They had the wrong street name. And you know how when you go to certain neighborhoods, it'll, for instance, let's say that the street was John Smith Drive. So you know how in some neighborhoods it'll say John Smith Drive, John Smith Way, John Smith Avenue.
Yeah.
It's this it'll be multiples of the same exact street name. It'll just have a different, like, whatever suffix, whatever that
Right.
avenue, street, drive. It was that exact same thing, y'all. They told us to go on, it was the street name. Both of them, all of the street names were the same, and they gave us the wrong suffix. So
Right
we're going
by
down,
each other.
literally, one here, one there. They connected. Girl, I don't know
Oh,
who thought to actually say, you know what, let's actually try it that away.
that away.
And it was that away. And
Listen,
that's not even where it ended. Good Lord,
but
Mrs. Shrimp.
it took all of us as a collective team to figure that thing out. I mean, from just getting to the actual place and then even trying to get inside of the place, trying to turn on the fireplace.
Oh, we gave up on that. I thought Nisa was gonna burn the whole place
She did. She
down.
did. But listen, nonetheless, the cabin was actually beautiful,
Beautiful.
right? I mean, we
Oh,
need to take more weekend trips like that. This was just a quick weekend trip, no
yes.
interruptions, just let's go chill
Yeah.
and un we sat in that jacuzzi until we was shriveled up.
Prune.
Then we got scared because we
Perfect.
thought we heard coyotes. We were worried about
Yeah.
bears because they did talk about how we needed to leave all of the doors at downstairs closed and locked because of bears.
That was the alert. That is what they told us. Listen, it was such a good time though, and y'all,
Mm.
I don't think we've talked about. Maybe we have talked about this, but so Nisa can cook her behind
I
off.
could burn a little bit just to
No, and I like, how
see.
some people don't really know what tastes good because they didn't grow up with good tasting food. That is not the case here.
That's
That
not
is
the case.
not the case here. I am telling you, look in my eyes. I'm telling you,
Not the Malachi reference.
the Malachi reference. If you know, you know. It Nisa can cook, so she asked. She said, I always have an order in my mind in case anybody asks me. So what y'all want to eat? I already know immediately
Right.
on cue. You know how some people can cry on cue. I can place a food order on
Shut
cue.
up,
I
Lauren.
can do that. Now that I always know at the
Oh
drop
my
of a dime.
God. That
So
is
she
hilarious.
sends the text to the group, what y'all want to eat, before she could hit send good. I write back,
Literally.
surf and turf.
Mm.
That's what I
Mm.
want. I want surf and turf, baby. We
Yes,
we on
baby.
vacation for all intents and purposes. You know, it's just a quick little getaway. Yes, surf and turf. She's like, say less. We're getting steak. We're getting shrimp. We're having lobster tail. We're gonna have a cream sauce. We're gonna have a vegetable. We're gonna have baked potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa's trying to block
Mm.
block your
I know.
family.
Like,
I see you, bruh.
he in the background. He just got home. He warming up some food.
Okay. Um, yo, Nisa cooked her behind off. Everybody was at the table, like the whole, like every single bite. We're cutting like, oh my God, oh
Y'all,
my goodness, this
let
is
me
so.
let me tell y'all to the point where I look around at the table and said, "Okay, now y'all just gassing me up at this point. Y'all doing too much now. You don't have to be that nice. about my cooking. I know I can cook, but y'all just acting like I'm out here cooking.
It even surprised me, and I cook. I have your cooking all the time, but I was just like, I saw you cook. Like you didn't like. There was no secret magic that
Secret
happened.
sauce.
You did it right in front of us. We saw it
It was
happening.
it was good, y'all. I had made a little cream sauce that we had put up on that baked potato and a little bit on our steak, and it was sopped up. It was sopped.
Oh, was
It was
it,
sopped up.
y'all? To the
I'm gonna have to
point
run that back.
you are to the point where our cousin who was on the trip cooked it like that.
Hmm.
Was it just like yesterday?
Yesterday, she
She
started
had
texting me early in the morning, like, okay, so tell me, give me the rundown of this. Give me the run. What's the sauce? Give me the. How long did you cook it? I mean, and that lobster tail.
oh
Ugh, it was sopped
oh
up,
my
y'all.
goodness.
Yeah, it was a good old time. I
That was
really
excellent.
enjoy cooking, and you know what? This is a good point because that's how we feel. Remember how we used to be feeling about Auntie Scent and how she like just,
Mm,
oh my God, how do you cook like this? And I remember somebody asked her one day, how do you cook so good? And she said, the secret ingredient is love. And I was like, yeah, that is the secret ingredient. Duh.
and it's crazy that you bring up Auntie Sip because you one of our cousins was like, I knew you could cook this, but I didn't know you was on Auntie Scent level. Like Auntie Scent is the
It's
supreme cook of the family. Like
the up there, up there.
nobody's touching Auntie Scent. It just is what it is. And don't nobody feel no kind of way. Don't
Nope.
nobody feel no we know.
Because all of our aunties can cook their butts off, include our mom. She's the
Yeah,
greatest. She's the greatest, like
she
hands
really is.
down. I mean, she
Yeah.
be cooking for other people for the holidays, like full
Legit.
meals. They come air holiday. I'm like, Mama, this should be a side hustle.
You need to start
She,
charging.
she don't charge. She just love I don't know if she love what she do anymore. She just it's just good, so people
She
want it.
is, yeah, and she don't
But
mind.
yeah,
That's
she don't
but
mind.
okay, it was good. And then the
Yeah.
winery though, yeah, that is our favorite winery. It's in Helen,
Oh.
Georgia, called Habersham. I think as much as I love the winery itself,
Hmm.
honestly, the reason it's my favorite is because every time I go, the service
You
is
have a
just so they are their staff is just so
yeah.
pleasant. It makes you feel like you're going to your Caucasian auntie and uncle
Auntie,
house.
your cousin, you're going to see your Caucasian cousin them.
It really does. And I mean, we just be talking. Nisa's talking to the gentleman
Chip.
helping us about sports. His name was Chip. If y'all go,
Yes,
shout,
I've
shout him
shouted Chip
out.
out. This is my second time shouting Chip out on here.
Oh, because you went for your birthday and he remembered
Yes.
you. Yes.
Yeah, he pulled up a picture of us and everything.
Yes, he sure did. He had the picture.
Yeah, so shout
It
out to
was
our
great.
boy Chip. It was wonderful.
Yeah,
We just have to have more of those
we do.
times away to just relax, relate, release, and just
Hmm.
unwind and just reflect, man. It was just good being with each other and being our crazy
Yeah,
selves. It was good. It was good.
it really was. I mean, we laughed. We laughed so hard, so hard. Ate bad,
Oh,
drank
and
too much.
we had a challenge. She didn't want me to talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it. We had a challenge, right?
I
And
can't even.
whoever fell
I can't even
asleep,
believe you right now.
who,
I
whoever
can't
fell
even
asleep
believe you.
first was supposed to complete the challenge. I knew it wasn't gonna be me. I was gonna make myself stay up. What I do? Oh, you gonna challenge me to staying up? Bet. Who was the first person that fell asleep?
That'd be me. That'd be me. I'm still very shocked that I fell asleep first.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
But I
Mhm.
guess that's just my thing. Like I'm at the age now where
That's just your
I'm
thing.
tired. I'm not
I'm
about to
tired. I
fight
want to go
no.
to sleep.
I'm not about to fight. I legit fell asleep on the couch. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay up here, out here and watch TV, stay on the couch.
I don't think
I
you put
am
much effort into it.
because I was out. I was out to the point where they were still. up in the living room, I was like,
Yes.
I know my consequences. I'm walking up these stairs and I'm
Yes.
getting in the back.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
We
Yes.
won't
And
tell. We won't tell what. Are we? You gonna tell
we
them what the
no, I ain't gonna
consequences?
tell
Or we
them
won't
what the
tell what the
consequence was
consequences?
because we don't
Okay.
want nobody looking at us. Listen, mind your own business. Don't listen to us, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Don't
And they
listen
low
to
key
us.
left me off the hook. I think I
We
still have
did.
a debt to be paid. So just keep that between us. Keep that between
Hmm.
us. All right. Let's move right along. Y'all saw the title. She a stallion, stallion. We gotta just, jump right
Let's
in
jump
and talk a
in,
little bit
man.
about the case and conviction of Tory
Yes.
Lanez. He was convicted on I think it was three charges. I believe they were felony charges. One, don't listen to me. I'm going off of just hearsay. I ain't look at
Hearsay.
no documentation or nothing. Okay. But I believe that the three charges were possession of an illegal, unregistered firearm, firing an
Hmm.
unregistered firearm, and then firing and causing bodily injury with an unregistered firearm. So
If
those
that's
are
what
the
you say,
charges.
sure.
It was something along those lines, Lucy. He was convicted guilty on all charges and faces, I believe it's up to 20 years in prison. That really
22 years.
22. So, I don't want to get too, you know, uh
And he's only
debating.
31. Yeah,
Oh, I thought he
crazy.
was even younger than that. Okay,
I just saw,
31.
I saw the little, clip on the news document that you sent me. I think it was on Hulu.
Dateline, I believe. Yeah.
Dateline, yeah, and they showed his birthday. He was born in. I remember saying, "Oh wow, he was born in 1992." So yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
young.
31. Okay, yeah, very young. What so I mean, I sent Nisa a like a kind of a, I don't know if you would consider it a documentary, but it was
Right.
a Dateline special
Hmm.
on that entire case. And it really came more so from the perspective of, I don't know. It felt like it had it leaned towards supporting Meg the Stallion, and a lot of
Hmm.
the way the process panned out for her. So let
Yeah.
me know if y'all haven't seen it. I believe it's like episode 11 on
Hmm.
Hulu. If you go to Dateline, and you really probably could just type
It
in
is episode 11.
Tori Kelly. I always want to say Tori Kelly, not Tori Kelly. Tory Lanez, Meg
Sorry,
the Stallion.
Kelly. You sound
Right.
like the auntie. You sound like me, just
I
mixing up names.
know. Oh, but yeah, so if y'all go on Hulu and type in Tory Lanez, Meg the Stallion, that Dateline episode will come up, and y'all just check it out and see for yourself what you thought about it. I didn't really follow the story on social media because I'm not on social media like that, but I heard through just YouTube videos and different podcasts or what have you about it. So sis, what do you kind of think about that Dateline, or the and whatever else you know about this whole situation?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat as you are in regards to not really following it. I mean, I I've seen it on social media, but I didn't follow it enough to be like it wasn't something that, and I don't want this to sound like, ugly or anything, but it wasn't one of the things that I felt like it was important for me to follow to be
No, I
like,
got that.
oh, let me read up on
Right. No, I feel that.
what's going on with Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
Um, but I will say, don't listen to me, but I will say, because I didn't hear really too much anything, I think that me watching that episode really changed my perspective in a different way to
Hmm.
um honestly, and it wasn't that I didn't believe Meg the Stallion. I think the difference with, and this shouldn't be the case, but I think the difference with this culture now, if you want to defend yourself or you want to be like, oh no, this is really what happened, you really take to social media and you blast, 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 blast. Well, that was Tory Lane and his whole crew's defense. And you wouldn't turn around without there being something, even if you're not following the story,
Yeah.
there was something out there. I mean, even on the Breakfast Club, there was always something out there to say, well, Tory Lanez, apparently this is what happened or that's what happened. And I don't necessarily think that it wasn't that I didn't believe her, um, that he shot her, because it was obvious that she was shot. Something happened, right? It was just, okay, well, are there more details? But really, all honesty, there ain't no more details to be had when a black woman says, hey, this man shot me. And that's it. Like, end of story. And it really is a thing about protecting black women. And so I thought it was interesting that or actually really great the way Meg the Stallion kind of handled everything, because there was one time I think she was kind of vocal, or maybe she was vocal a few times on social media, but she wasn't pushing or pressing the issue. Now, I'm gonna just say this, and I'll let you take over, sis. But when I did see some of the clippings of her talking to Gail, um, I literally felt her pain. I was like,
Mm.
"Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, she's really terrified. She's really afraid. Like, we really got to do a better job of protecting black women, and again, believing them the first time, and not just going off of what social media says, just because I can make anything up, put it out there on social media, and it be retweeted a million times, and then that's the narrative that's stuck in everyone's head. So, I I was glad that I was able to see that, and it bring kind of a different perspective for me. Like, there's nothing more to the story other than she should have been protected because she was the victim. She's the one that got shot. And even though I was shocked that they did, charge him on all counts. I did think that he deserved something. I was just shocked that they actually did did gave him that extreme of you know, a charge. So what do you think? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, man. I too was surprised because that is a very rare occurrence where, a group of people can see
Mhm.
a brown skinned, thicker,
Yeah,
taller
right.
black woman and be like, oh, she's a victim. And
Mhm.
that small man did that to her. So
Mhm.
just the optics alone, it's like it lends to people being like, oh no, she's strong.
Yeah.
She can't be vulnerable. She can't be a victim because she's brown skinned, she's tall,
Right.
and she's thick, and he's little.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
that alone, I was surprised that for once, whether you want to say it's wrong or whether it was right, that it played out that way. And me
Yeah.
myself personally, I mean, don't listen to me, but I was like, shout out to y'all, jury, what? Because and one of the things that really stood out to me in that whole um special, that Dateline special, was them highlighting the fact that her sexuality and her who she slept with, who she was friends with, was not the crime. That's not what was
Yeah.
on trial.
Absolutely not.
She was
Right.
not on trial. She was
Yeah.
the victim. She was shot. She was in the hospital.
Mhm.
Things went out of control. And then after I saw all of those just media commentators
Yeah.
talking so negatively about her and impacting her,
Uh,
and I'm like, that is so effed up. And that is why I was grateful that I wasn't on social media at the time ingesting
yeah.
all of that, because that's a trigger for me. Like, I can't, that's not okay. I don't think that
Yeah.
that's right. And I was having a conversation with someone recently here. Oh, look at our cousin. She says it. Yep,
What
shaking
up,
my head. What up,
Missy?
cuz?
We
Glad you
just
could
talked
join us.
right. We just talked about our weekend getaway.
We did, but don't tell nobody nothing. Don't tell nobody. But yeah, okay. So I was just talking to somebody, and It was a guy, and he reminds me a lot of our brother R. So him and I will
Mm-hmm.
have like, these not like
Deep
knockdown drag out debate, but
intellectual.
deep conversations, and we see things differently. And
Mm-hmm.
it really challenges me to
Challenges, yeah.
it challenges me to think of whose voice is telling me to believe the things that I believe, and can I articulate in a way that
Mm,
I feel like, oh, this is valid. I stand by
right.
this. Can I articulate that to someone who doesn't see it the same way as me?
Exactly.
And I felt very proud of myself last night because I did. So
All
the
right.
the thing that he was basically saying was, um, what I was telling him was, black women tend to protect black men at the detriment of ourselves. Like, we will put ourselves in
Mm,
a harmful or compromising situation if it means protecting our brother,
mm-hmm.
our husband, our boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
our
Mm-hmm.
son, a friend, legit.
Yeah.
And I even gave him an example, and I was like, so he and I gave him an example. I was like, because he said something like, "Oh, I find that that's mostly just if romance is involved." And I was like, I don't necessarily
Hmm.
think so. The first example I gave was a mother. He said most races mothers would do that. I said yes, and also I'm saying specifically for black women and black mothers is they would put themselves in compromising situations. I think far and
Yeah.
largely more than other races. And it's not.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make this a whole race thing, but
Right. Of
legit, I've
course.
seen mothers put their house up for
Mm-hmm.
bond that
Right.
their whole house could go. So
Right.
I mean, they put themselves in
Exactly.
compromising situations for their sons.
Yeah.
The next thing I was saying was, um, if I were out with coworkers that I'm cool with, like friends, no, nothing, no funny business, and my coworker gets, for whatever reason, a cop comes up to my coworker and is doing something that makes me feel like, okay, they're asking, like, say for instance, they're asking him questions like, how many drinks did you have or something,
Right.
and this is a black coworker. If I felt like that, me lying for my coworker would
Mm-hmm.
protect him, I feel like that is something that I actually would do. No, not to incriminate myself. I've never done that. Okay.
Wink, wink.
But I'm saying, like, that is something that I think, wouldn't you consider that? Like, not even
Wholeheartedly but it wouldn't
think
even
about it. It
think
wouldn't
about it.
even think. So I was like, this is what I'm saying. Black, and he was like, so his whole thing was, well, black men aren't telling black women to do this. So I don't know why. I said, okay, maybe not in your words. I was like, but black
Right.
women are being told to do this for centuries, baby.
Exactly.
Our black women are seeing our mothers stay in
Mm-hmm.
horrible relationships where they are
Mm-hmm.
constantly put in compromising situations, are in harm's way, and they
Right.
stay and they protect that man. We stand there when, our brothers could befriend a man that we are with that is treating us horribly, and they will, or they might know that the man is cheating on us and they won't
Mm-hmm.
ever say anything. I know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, you might not tell black women you don't
Yeah.
have to protect me, but yes, you are.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
been told this, we've been conditioned
Over and
this
over.
from the time we came fresh on the scene, baby. We've been being
That's
told,
what we've been doing.
protect black men at the detriment of yourself. And to lighten the blow, I was like, to balance it, what I will say is, if like this, and he when I said that, I said it in a very much more like, Oprah Winfrey kind of way. I'm going off the memory right now, but it was hitting
You
him
was
when I
giving it
said it.
to
And he was like, you know what? I can't lie. He was like, what you just said right there was very powerful. And I can't
mm,
even, he was like, I can't even really knock you. And he was like,
I don't have a rebuttal.
he was like, I have been that man that has
Mm,
known maybe something foul was going down with, a relative's man, and I ain't say nothing to her. Like, I just let it go. I just let it ride. And I've
yep.
maybe been around, when I thought I haven't always checked
Yeah.
the men or told
Yeah.
my sisters or the women that I love,
Right.
Shawty, you can do better. You don't
Right.
have to deal with that, or bruh, don't talk to her like that, or it's gonna be a problem, or don't. So I was
Yeah.
like, we don't feel as protected by black
Mm-hmm.
men as I think
As
that
we
we would like
protect,
to, as we
and as we
protect
protect
them,
them,
as we
right?
protect them. And I was like, what I will say about black men though is black men will provide at
Mm-hmm.
the detriment of themselves. They will do all
Mm,
manner of crimes, put
yeah,
themselves in crazy sports,
right.
do all types of things, having injuries. Black men will continue. That is what I think is the other side of that coin. So black women, we protect black women at the detriment of ourselves, and I
Right.
think black men tend to feel like, I guess, the way that they can protect is based on how much they can provide, and they'll do that to the detriment of themselves.
Mm, that's
So
good. No, that's really good. That's a really good breakdown. Someone in the chat, but they don't protect us, so those days are over. You get what you give. Slow clap.
you know what?
Oh,
We can't even
listen to
tell
her.
y'all. Listen to our. We can't even tell y'all
Write a
all of
book.
the tips that she gave us while we were away.
Gems.
Mind blown. Thank you, brother. Kev said, great point. Thank you, bro. So that's all I'm
Cheers,
saying.
Kev.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. So that's all I'm saying. I do. So to bring it all back around to this Meg the Stallion versus Tory Lanez.
Yes.
I am, like, okay, I do think it was messed up how she was treated throughout the
Mm-hmm.
process. And I feel for her. Even one of the things that really stood out to me was when she said, um, if I would have known all of this was gonna happen, I wish she would have
Ugh,
just shot me and killed
and
me. And
killed me.
that made me feel so bad. And I was like, I can only imagine how alone she feels, because I have the most loving family, the most amazing sister and cousins and parents and brothers.
And there are
And
still times
sometimes
and
there are
moments.
that I feel alone. And she doesn't have a
Absolutely.
mother. She doesn't have her
Or father,
family.
or
Or
her. I think it's her. I don't know. I know she was raised by her grandmom. I don't know if her grandmom is still
I
alive or
think her
not.
grandmother passed recently as well.
Okay. And that's what was heartbreaking to me, because I think another thing that people kind of, you know, took and just kind of ran with was the fact that she did not tell the whole story when the
Yes.
cops arrived. And to
And
your
that's
point,
why I brought that point up. I'm glad you said that.
to
Thank you.
your
That was why I went
point,
on that tangent. Yeah.
yes, to your point, she clearly was like, listen, and I'm just also adding to this, so don't listen to me, but they were drinking, they were coming from a party. Who knows what transpired between the time where they were in the car and that actual situation popped off. But she said, it came out later on that, okay, well, she didn't tell the story as soon as the police got there, because she was trying to protect everyone that was there. She said it out her mouth. I know the police are killing black people, black and brown people right now. The Breonna Taylor had just happened. The Floyd
George Floyd.
George Floyd had just happened. So she was like, I understand the impact of the police being called where there are a group of black people, and one of those black men has a gun. And she was like, so I was trying to protect everybody. And she didn't tell the whole story. And she didn't tell the whole story until afterwards. And what really, again, to your point, when what really sat with me was when she said, after she had the surgery and she woke up and she was all alone. You know, she
Mm,
she went through this process alone, and even with
girl.
who was supposed to. That's why you got to watch who your friends
Ooh.
is.
You really do. And she's so young.
She is. She
She's so
is.
young to be
And
alone
so
and trying to,
rich.
and famous, so it's a lot of layers to it. And oh my god, I feel so just like
Yeah.
she's on my prayer list, because you just never know what people are
You
dealing
never
with.
know.
You never know what they're dealing with, and I'm just
Hmm.
like, Lord, please cover her and help
Yeah.
her to, just somehow take that burden from her, so she doesn't feel too like it's too heavy of a burden for her to carry.
Absolutely. And hopefully she's getting, she's able to talk to
Excuse
someone.
me.
She's getting some therapy.
Yeah.
She's able to kind of really process this, because sometimes it may not ever make sense to her. But
Mhm.
how are you going to, move forward in a more of a positive way and kind of get away from all the negativity that's been surrounding this whole thing? But I really do think that, you know, because as you said, we spend a lot of time trying to protect, the people that are close to us, and in some sense it might not even be the people that are close to us. It's just we're in the situation at that particular time, and we know that we got to get out of the situation, or we're trying to get out of the situation. So if I have to make up something to get us all to a safe space and a safe place, then I'm gonna do that. So I just felt bad that social media and the culture really ripped her apart. And
Bruh,
I can't imagine on
that's
any
it.
level, on
No.
any level,
Mm-mm.
you know.
I can't. I got a mean comment on YouTube the other day, and I was like, I can't imagine how people. It wasn't like even a real thing. It was a legit just weirdo. I don't even know if it was a real. It might have been a bot, a robot, and it was from a comment that I made on a podcast like almost a year ago. And it was
Did they
another thing
say who they
about black.
called you?
It was no. It was a post where somebody was saying crazy stuff about black women, and the guy in the video was standing up for black women, and I was
Mm,
like, oh, I was like, I can't believe he said that. Thank you so much for
mm.
standing up for black women. And this was almost a year ago where I made that comment, and I came up on my notifications earlier this week where someone commented under my comment and was just saying all manner of things. He said, we don't want black women. Black women don't want us. All of y'all are good for
Mm.
is this, that, and the third. Y'all are
I'm gonna
worthless. And
find them. Okay.
I went to his page and I was like, no, baby, we don't not want black men. We just don't want
We not talking about you.
you.
Oh,
You
period.
dusty. And you look like your brother's a little funky. It's a little,
And
it's, it's
probably ain't
getting a
bathed
little
in a week,
funky.
yo.
He
Nasty
ain't made.
skank.
He don't own a wash rag. He
You
don't own a
know,
one.
you know what? This the reason I started laughing is because I actually told Dad this story recently. So,
Mm-mm.
what had happened was
I already know I'm not ready for this.
I had okay. Somebody I was following on social media was posting, and it was one of those like funny, social media accounts, and always laughing and get a good ha ha he he. Then they started posting this Trump content, but it wasn't in a funny manner. It was like, oh, this is a supporter. And I casually, it was a lot of people that was like, wow, this is not the type of content that we're used to, because it was just weird. I was like, okay, did somebody hack? But I was like, nah, because he kept firing at it like, oh, it's in good humor, blah 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 blah. And then I was like, I made a simple comment, and it was more so on the lines of, read the room, like,
Yeah.
you have a diverse. You can't just be out here
Read
just
the room,
read the
bro.
room.
That's
So
wisdom.
I had a few, hecklers who decided they wanted to say
Mm,
something
love that.
negative back to me. You know
Mm.
what I did?
What?
Ask my daddy. Ask my daddy what I did. You know what I
Oh,
did?
I'm so nervous.
I shot him a double bird in
Ah!
emojis. In emojis. Double bird. 1 and 2. Sure did. My daddy taught me that. Shot them a double bird on social media. Sure did. With the hair, made sure I had the
Yo,
brown skin double bird.
you got
2
to
of them.
shoot the double
1,
bird, man.
2. Man, get lost, you scoundrel. What you mean? What? So that's what you start doing when somebody come for
Oh,
you, shoot
you
them
know
a
what?
double
It's too
bird.
late because I
It's too
already
late.
deleted
It's
the comment.
okay.
But next time, I'm
Shoot
shooting
them a
you a
double
double
bird,
bird.
girl.
I love
I
that.
was
That is
so
the best
proud. I
advice.
was so proud, and it just so happened Daddy called me the same day, and I was like, you know what? You called
You,
me for a reason, because I done did something you'd be real proud of.
I know he was
Shot
so
them
proud.
MFers a double bird, and that was it. They said nothing else since.
That's all that needs to
That's
be
all.
said. You get
Listen,
2 birds and I'm out. Okay.
Mic drops. Yeah. So either way, that was just a little tidbit on how
I
you
love
handle
that.
that.
You know what?
Okay.
On that note, we're gonna move right along. Y'all let us know what y'all thought, and all in good. Oh wait. Because that's why I stay kicked off IG. Remember she was telling us. Remember she was telling us that. That was so effing funny.
Nisi.
Should have put an emoji with the shades in between the two.
Oh, I'm doing that next time. Noted. I got my notepad right here. Noted.
Yo!
Shade
Oh, Walla, you
emoji.
are something else, Walla. That
See,
is
that's
an excellent idea.
bravo. Bravo.
You
When
know
we
what?
start seeing a lot of double birds and
You and Walla always come up with some good
I
ideas.
like
Y'all,
him.
y'all be feeding off of each other. The last time y'all two cut up in here, came up with a whole t-shirt line. Y'all gotta
He's a
go back to
smart
about
man.
episode
Smart
10 or
man.
so for that
Right.
idea.
But noted,
Anyway,
I'm gonna
y'all.
start with the shades the next time. Double bird
That's
and the shades. They ain't gonna know
all
what hit them. They ain't gonna know what hit.
They
Ooh,
gonna
I
be
can't
so
wait.
shame. Okay, y'all. Let us know, all in good fun. We not here to really debate or go back and forth too much. I know we chose a pretty intense topic to talk about this week, but we not we just black women,
No,
y'all, that
we
love
just black women
that love
that love
everybody. We
other
love
black women.
everybody.
And ELE,
We
everybody
literally
love
love.
everybody.
Okay, she's taking it too far, y'all. She's taking it
You know
too
where that's
far.
from? You don't know where that's from, do
Is
you?
that really from a thing? You didn't just make that up?
It's from a movie. What's the name of that movie? With
I
Will
thought you
Ferrell,
just made it
with
up.
Andre 3000 when they were on the
The
basketball
basketball,
team. Want
old
you to
school, old
love me,
school.
sexy. That's
I
my
don't know.
movie right there. I'm gonna go watch it
I gotta
again this
watch
weekend.
that. That's hilarious. I don't think I've actually seen it, but I
ELE,
know the
everybody
movie.
love everybody.
I can't even believe it. Oh, anyway,
But
y'all.
it,
Okay.
I saw a comment.
Wallace said, if you're going to do it excellent fashion. Talking about y'all
Absolutely,
t-shirt line.
absolutely. That's why I like him. He's on to
Uh,
something.
we love you. We love you, brother. All right. So next we want to talk about, we wanted to add a couple more segments. So we are movie TV girls. I love watching TV. I love streaming shows. I love watching different movies. So
I
the
have a question
kids,
before you get there. No,
okay.
before you get there, before you get to the actual episode, keep going, but don't say the episode just yet. Don't
Okay.
say the name just yet because I got a question to ask you real quick. Go ahead.
So, but don't say the show.
Right.
Okay, so the kids put, I think it was the kids or you or but all of y'all put me onto this show. And when you all were first trying to explain it to me, I was like,
Oh yes,
I don't
yes,
know if this sounds like something that I would be into. Oh,
yeah.
Wallace said the movie was tropical. Is it? It was Tropical
Tropical
Thunder.
Thunder.
Okay,
This is why.
Tropical
You
Thunder.
see, that's my
He be
bro.
knowing.
I
He be
appreciate that.
knowing.
That's
Hmm.
the name of the movie. That's a
Okay,
good one. That's a
I
good
didn't
one. I'm gonna
know.
go back.
Not to get too off our, but Andre 3000 was in Tropical Thunder.
Yes, girl.
That's the one where Robert Downey Jr. played a black man, right?
No, he didn't play a black man.
Okay, I'm thinking about
No.
something else. I could have sworn that was the one where Robert
It's
Downey Jr. did blackface and it was cool. Everybody was cool about it. They were on like a
mm,
deserted island or something.
oh no.
I don't remember.
This
Okay,
was
disregard, redacted,
okay,
retract.
yeah. It was a
No,
basketball.
they did say they say. Yep, yes. Hold on, that is the
He
one.
played, did he?
Yeah.
I don't
Okay, I
remember
hate to do
that.
this, but I have to look. Like I didn't know that. Okay, Tropical Thunder. Yeah, that's the. I thought that was Tropical Thunder
Okay, well, no, with
with
not the old tropical, not that one. No.
not. But that's why I said I
Not
think
the
it's the
one
one
with
that you're
Robert
talking
Downey.
about.
Okay.
I think the one you're talking about is called Old School because they were on the Wait, was that the one where they were on the basketball team?
It was
Old
Will
School with the
Ferrell.
K.
It's Will Ferrell's movie.
Y'all,
Um,
it's about to drive me crazy. Real Will Ferrell,
what's the name of it? Is
Andre
it?
3000. It's called Semi Pro. That's the one. That's the
Semi-pro.
one.
Tropical
Semi-pro.
Thunder sounded familiar, but it's semi-pro. That's exactly what it
Semi-pro.
is.
Semi-pro. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now that
Okay.
we've got the
Now
answer to that. Okay.
now we know what ELE is, okay, and where it came from, where
For
it
a fact.
originated from.
Yes. All right. So yes, so the kids told me, and when they were explaining it, when you guys were explaining the premise of the show, I was like, y'all, this sounds very crazy. I really can't follow what you're trying to explain to me.
Yeah.
Watch the
Yeah.
show, got hooked.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
We're actually going to be on the show. There's no reason for us not to.
We're gonna have to. So
my question to you is, we'll just talk about this one, but I want to know right now, what's your top 3 TV shows?
okay, that's airing right now. Oh, that's
Yeah,
a
or maybe
toughie.
even if you binge watch them. You want me to go first?
Recently.
Look at me. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
I'll go
Please,
first.
please,
I'll
please.
go first because I say binge watch because I just binge watched this for the first time and I can't stop laughing. Abbott Elementary. That's like
It's excellent.
I'm
It's
so
hilarious.
sad that I wasn't watching this in real time, but I'm glad that I did it because it's hilarious. Abbott Elementary is definitely one. Um, interesting enough. Another one is a cooking show that comes on every Friday on Prime Video with
Love
Jeannie
that.
Ma Jenkins,
Cute.
Jeezy's wife. I just love her personality. I think that me and her would be we would be like
Yeah.
best friends.
She
I feel
lives in
like
Atlanta, girl. You should see what's up.
I feel like me and her got a lot in common. She's like my best friend, like the energy she brings. I'm like, that's exactly what I would have said, Jenny. That's exactly. There's a cooking show. I think it's called Test Kitchen, and it comes on every Friday. And I really, really like that. I just enjoy watching it. And
All right.
then of course the one that we are about to talk about together.
All right. So Abbott Elementary is definitely on there for me.
Okay.
The one we're about to talk about is on there for me. And my other one is Married at First Sight. I love that freaking show. And I'm going to
Ooh,
actually
Married at
watch the
First
episode.
Sight.
I'm going to watch the new episode tonight. So we could potentially be talking about that show on next week's podcast. So
I
if y'all
haven't watched Married at First Sight, but what's the other? Love is
love
Blind.
it. So you've never seen any episode or season
I
of Married at
have,
First Sight?
I have, and let me tell you the last one. Hold on, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, Married at First Sight. I started watching this show a minute ago, and it is legitimately what the
Hold
name
on one
says.
second, Lauren. Go ahead.
Okay, you're good. It is legitimately what the title says. They get married at first sight. Two complete strangers. They don't know each other's names. They don't know each other's age, occupation, nothing but their ring size. They walk down the altar on wedding day, and that is the first time. Like the groom comes out, that's the first time he ever sees her family. And then when the bride walks down the aisle, that is the first time they see each other. They get married. They do like a trial marriage. This is probably not the best way to say it, but it's a legitimate marriage. The only way to get out of it is for them to get divorced. They are married for 6 to 8 weeks. They have experts, they have therapists, they have spiritual counselors, intimacy experts that kind of help coach them up. They give them
Tell them I
different
said
little
hey.
tests and trials that they have to do. And then at the end, they have decision day and they decide whether or not they're going to stay married. Okay, I gave them a whole
Yeah,
rundown. So y'all catch up for next week. It's 1,000 seasons. So
it is.
you do
Okay,
not have to start with season one. Just start with the most, you can start with last season if
let
you
me
want
just
to just
say
binge
the
watch the
last
season.
one I watched because I was
I
okay. So I
already
kind of
know.
skipped around a little bit, but the last one I watched, and I was so pissed off. I was
I
just
already know which
pissed
one.
off that they would even have the audacity to bring this Negro who is
Mm.
just a womanizer, a disrespectful. He should have got a double bird with the shades.
Double bar with the see, you know he should have got that.
He
I
should have
know
got.
exactly who you're talking
You
about.
know who I'm talking about.
I know
What's his
exactly who
name?
you're
I
talking
can't
about.
even.
Chris.
See, Chris.
Hmm.
Oh, scoundrel.
Chris and Paige,
This
girl,
video.
he done had he had a
That was.
time. He had a time on that show, y'all. It
He
was bad.
clearly was only on that show to
Clout.
try to get his followers up or something because he was out of control. Like he is like the
Child.
example of what type of human being that you don't want to be friends with, you don't want to be in a relationship with. Go live on a private island by yourself, sir. And
Really?
don't come back to civilization ever again, you
Sir.
heathen. He's
Ooh.
a freaking heathen. I didn't like
Ooh.
him. So I stopped watching it
It was
after that.
it,
It was too
yeah.
intense.
It was like season 3 of Game of Thrones. I had to take a break after that. I had to after that red wedding.
Woo! After the red wedding, I couldn't even.
I needed time. I needed time.
Yo, after the red wedding, it took me months to go back and that traumatized me. I said, I don't know what your plan is here. Anybody ever watch? Okay, so we off on a tangent.
We have
all right.
Taken this as far as it needs to go. Let's reel it back on it. Okay, so your top 3: Abbott Elementary, The Test Kitchen, and the one we're about to talk about. My top 3 is Abbott Elementary, Married at First Sight, and the one we're about to talk about. So tell us.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. Tell us about the show.
So the show's name, it is called The Circle. It is on Netflix, and it is basically a social media experiment to see.
Freaking love this show.
Yes, to see how you can play a game on social media, become so influential, make certain connections, and ultimately, if you are the last person standing, which means you're the most popular person, you win $100,000. So they are actually on season 5. These seasons are coming out super like just back to back to back to back. Did you just change your shirt?
No, I've been had this on. See, it's vintage.
Yo, I'm tripping. Okay, I'm glad. Okay,
original
vintage
parts.
1980s. Too cute. Girl, okay. So yes, very interesting. It's on season 5. They come out on Netflix in like blocks, so it's like 4 episode blocks. Yeah, over the course of maybe a month. Maybe about a month.
Ah, it's such a good show.
It's highly addictive, y'all. It's highly addictive. So we just finished watching season 5. We are going to have some. Are we going to do spoilers?
Alerts.
I know. I'm so sorry, y'all. Spoiler alert. Please just once it gets to a part where you don't want to hear, just mute it. Do not click off. Yeah. Keep on watching, but don't click
off. I want to know if anybody out there have y'all watched The Circle though? Like literally.
Yeah.
If you haven't, just watch the first episode. I promise you, you probably gonna be addicted. It's just like, well, what's gonna happen next?
Honestly, after the first episode of season 1, if you really watch it, you're gonna be in. It's highly addictive. It's crazy.
Okay, so let's get into it. Who was your favorite and who was your least favorite?
I had 3 favorites. I had 3 favorites, and they are there. They were the finals.
Yes.
My 3 favorites were Raven, Sam, and Chaz.
Of course.
You know what? I really loved Tom. I loved Tom. He was actually a favorite of mine as well.
Yeah.
Tom was very. He was a favorite. I don't know. He was trying to play both sides of the coin.
He was. But ultimately, at first I was like, oh, he's going to be real strategic. I'm not going to like him. And then he turned into being like a favorite of mine too. But like you said, Chaz, Raven, and Sam, listen, honey, I am so happy that
we're about to spoiler, y'all.
Spoiler alert. That the circle.
You weren't into it, Walla?
Watch the last season, then. Just watch the last season.
Oh my gosh, watch season 5, Walla.
Yeah, watch season 5. Maybe the first season. I feel like it's been 5 seasons now, right? And I feel like it's become a different game because from the very first episode, people didn't really know. This was the very first. They didn't know what to expect, how to move.
True. You know what? You're right. From the first season to now, it probably has gotten even like more interesting and more like a game, more like a competition, but still in a very like, wow, this is interesting. A very interesting way.
It is. I love it. And so I'm really glad that they put Raven on the show for representation of the ASL. I gotta watch more of it. I like it.
Yeah. Watch that, cuz.
ASL community. I thought that was just so
I
fabulous,
love
and
it.
she's so vibrant. By the way, do you know that ASL is not a universal language?
Yeah, it's American Sign Language. It's yeah. Mhm.
I guess that's the name. But I
Mhm.
I literally thought sign language was just sign language. I was like, oh no, it's
Yeah, I
different.
like just like
It's
English. Like I.
American
Mhm.
sign language. It's
Yeah,
all
and I heard that there's even subsections in American Sign Language, like for Black deaf people. They
what?
sign Black, like they sign Black, and I felt like I could even
I know that ain't
tell.
Ebonic. I know that ain't Ebonic they talking about.
No, just culturally. And I
Okay. You there?
my battery getting low on my headphones. I'm gonna have to take them off and let me know.
Oh,
Let me know if you can still hear me.
loud and clear, baby. Loud and clear, baby.
Ooh, hold on.
Okay. You there? You there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So, but it was so good. When she put her, I am proud of them. Yeah, seriously, it was such a good,
Diversity. It was brilliant.
yeah, and put so much awareness. Like she was, like you said, so vibrant,
Oh,
full of energy, and just a good black time. Her and her interpreter.
she need to, do a twerk video. Do you know how to twerk?
Just
Let's see.
y'all tell me. Y'all tell
Y'all
me.
tell me. I don't know how to really twerk. I'm gonna have to take a class. Maybe I done got too old. Meg the Stallion. I ain't got the Meg knees.
Ooh, ain't nobody doing that.
Raven need to teach a twerk class, honey, because
That's
she
what I
was
was gonna do for Valentine's Day.
twerk.
Little, you know, some sort of class. You know, a little class.
Oh God, we might have to do that. We ain't gonna be able to show them pictures on. My coworker is hearing impaired and she's Black woman. We talk in hood all the
Talk in hood.
Nisi,
Talk in hood.
not in hood
Called
all the time.
That's the
Okay,
thing.
okay, so it's a real language. I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. So yeah. I loved her. But you know what? I really love Chaz. He was just
Uh,
what was it about Chaz? Because he was chill. He wasn't doing too much.
let me tell you what I could really appreciate from him. When the model who was playing someone, the model wasn't really giving, and Chaz was kind of picking up like, you know what, he's not putting in what he needs to be so that he can still be here. And
Yeah.
he reached out to him and was like, hey dude, I'm fighting for you, but you got to fight for yourself, and you need to open up and let these people really know who you are. I just think in that particular moment that person didn't do it in time, but I could appreciate him being like a leader like that, to be like, hey, here's where I feel like you're my friend. I'm coming to you to let you know where I feel you're lacking, so that you can, I want you to be here. I want you to be successful. I want this for you, but I can't just want it for you. You have to want it for yourself too. I thought that was real solid and a testament to the type of person that he really truly is.
100,000%. He was great. And then the last person we're talking about, spoiler.
That daggone girl, she is
On and Sam. She came up like a phoenix out of the ashes on y'all haters. And you know what? I don't know. I know this is just a reality show on Netflix, but it really did touch me when she won, and
then she told the story.
Yes.
Tell the story. You gonna tell it? Or no, that's too much of a spoiler alert.
Which story you're referring to? So you tell the story.
No, but she didn't tell to the end what she was going to do with the money and why that was so important for her to win, and
yeah.
it was touching.
It was. She's from New York. I think it was Queen. Oh, I'm sorry if I get the borough wrong. My apologies. But she's New York through and through.
Yes.
She was so funny. She was so real. Just she's
hilarious. Yes.
A
makeup artist. Yeah.
Such a cool down a chick. You know,
yeah.
she wasn't trying to be anybody that she wasn't. And I was just, you know what? I loved that so much about her. And then at the end, she basically talked about how her grandmother was still living in the projects, and you know, when
lived on like 17th floor.
Yes, and when the elevator is broken, she just kind of got away, and you know, so she was like, this money means a lot. She was breaking down when she called her mom and her mom, and was just like, you guys have busted your butts to take care of me, and I can't wait to do the same. Like, this is gonna help me to do that. And I honestly think of all of the people that have won the circle,
she was the most deserving.
I do, and I think she's the one that I'm like, this whole season, actually, those three people.
Yeah.
If when I get back on social media,
favorite season,
follow them and like support what it is that they're doing. Like, if she came out with a makeup line, I will buy it.
I started following Sam last night.
How many followers does she have?
A lot. I had looked on all of their pages, but I was like, because Sam, I was just kind of drawn to hers, and I was like, oh, she's my friend in my head. Let me just go ahead and click this follow button here.
It's something about her is just so relatable, and I know she's like a Spanish Latinx woman from New York, but something about her is just so relatable. She just feels like every girl, and
yes,
she was in there with her hair scarf on, no makeup. She would be doing her makeup, putting on her lashes. I shave my legs. Like, this, you just regular and real. And she was funny too. And
she was hilarious.
So
yeah,
shout out to her. I thought it was great. I loved it.
Shout out to her. My least favorite character was Jen. I can't believe that when Tom went out, I feel like he was supposed to give a spoiler alert to be like, catfish alert, catfish alert, catfish alert. I would have, let me tell you something. When I get on the circle, and if it's not highly possible, but if they cut me and I got some dirt, baby, I'm spilling it, baby, because I ain't winning the money. I'm going to spill it. And it was leave with a double bird.
With the shades in the middle.
I'm going to put my shades on.
You go
and throw up the double birds.
Emoji.
Be angry.
Yo, it was one player on this season who actually did try to like burn the whole house down. I can't remember who it was. That girl, she was pissed. She was like, and such and such and such and such. I said, that's me.
That's how you go out.
Me.
That's how you go out. You take everybody out with you.
Yeah. I'm burning the whole house down if I'm going.
I don't care. I don't care who likes it.
I told my colleagues that just because they invited me to a little soiree this weekend. I said, one thing's for certain, two things for sure. You gonna slip up before I do. And if you say anything about what I got going on, you best to believe I'm burning the whole
down. Now run tell that.
Because I really want to go to this thing, though. I was like, dang, y'all gonna be there? I want to go. I really want to go. I'm gonna have to just risk it. I really want to go.
Oh, I got another one for you.
What?
Woo-woo.
Why are you doing this?
We in, we out. That's all you gotta do. Just we woo them. You in, you out. We in, we out.
Sit on that because it's unlimited food. It's unlimited drinks.
We in, we out. We in, we out, baby.
Anyway, moving. Did you have anything?
Nope.
I said, yep.
Yep. I think that's appropriate. Go on in there. Go on, do it.
Okay, so I still want to get to this last thing. So, we talked about how excellent of a chef a culinary artist,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
a Southern master of cuisine.
I just cook with love. I just cook with love.
He knows.
Yes, she does have some ratchetness in her, Kevin. All right, did you just now notice that? You just now noticed that. Okay. Well, more to come. More to come, Kevin. Hold on. Okay. I'm kidding. She ain't that ratchet.
You know.
She ain't that ratchet.
Just
I mean, she from Atlanta. She from Atlanta.
Well, that is true. What you giving us the eyes for, boss? I don't even know what that means. What?
Do we want to know what that means?
No, I don't think so. You're right. We don't want to know.
We'll leave it to the imagination.
Please do not elaborate, brother. Don't elaborate. Oh, we all. That's a fact. That's a fact. We all
do. That's right.
All right, but to wrap this up, sis is a phenomenal chef. She's getting some amazing traction down to the TikTok.
Y'all, I'm a tickety-tockety talker.
Oh. I don't know.
Somebody grandmama.
Exactly right. But
I used to didn't know how to say it. I'd be like, what's the talker thing down there? Look at it, y'all.
Sister's TikTok. Tell them about it, sis.
Okay, so when I had did right here, okay, so I had been at home, right? And I was like, okay, let me just do something I love to do. And I was like, you know what? I've been up in here cooking all the time. Let me just put my little videos up on the tickety talk, right? And tickety talk has just been, it's been treating me well, y'all. They just been loving my little videos, and I was like, okay, well, y'all gonna watch them. I'm gonna post them. So this was my homemade chicken stir fry, and it came out. Mwah, mwah.
My mouth.
I have to say,
I don't know why I played this.
It was good, y'all. Look at that. Look at them vegetables. I mean, literally, I really just try to create different flavors, new flavors. I mean, you know.
Oh God, look at that. Now what you do? What was that? That soy sauce?
Oh, that was the soy sauce and a little Chinese soy sauce. And then I just added, I had some broth. So I was like, you know what, let me put a little broth in here. And then I had a little, that's the little slush, like the little
cornstarch or flour?
I put flour. I like flour. Cornstarch gets too thick for me, so I don't really cook with cornstarch. But yeah, it was good. It was real good, and I got a lot of likes and views, and so I was like, well, maybe I'm onto something. So I've just kept up the momentum.
I love that, sis.
Yeah.
You really are an amazing thing.
Thank you.
Really got it.
So are you, sis. You are too.
Thank you. You know what?
We was taught well.
Tutelage a little longer, and then I'll really be on to something.
Yes. Well, thank you for sharing my post. Follow me on TikTok.
Yes, and continue to come back and support us. We're so excited that you all joined us tonight.
Yes.
I had a good time chatting with us, drinking with us. I feel like my eyes so low from my little second glass of wine.
Glass of
wine. You know what? I had a really good time. This was very fun. We are going to have a lot to talk to y'all about next week. We're having a little bit of family time again this weekend, so we can't wait to catch y'all up on.
Oh, yes.
We can't wait to catch y'all up on what we got going on this weekend and what we're going to be talking about next week. Make sure that you comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. And you know what? My mom, she's been watching. Apparently, our mom has been watching. Apparently, because she hit us in the group chat. Like, you know what y'all should do? You know what y'all should do? Y'all should do this on the podcast. Y'all should do. Mama giving us podcast suggestions. So you know what? We got some ideas from the prophetess, and we plan to implement them soon. So, do you have any?
I was trying to find my quote And I think, I was trying to find something that kind of went along with. Oop, look at my iPad going dead. Okay, I was trying to find something that kind of went along with what we were talking about, but honestly, I just think this is just something for us to like take away, key point to take away for women, but it could be for anyone. But since we're keeping along the lines of supporting Black women, even if it makes others uncomfortable, I will love who I am. That's from Janelle Monáe, a Black woman. Just love who you are, people. We love you too, though. Okay, we love you. We really do.
Coworker says, "I love you, but I love me more."
Hey, direct quote. Okay.
We love y'all. Come back and see us next week.
Until next time. Peace out, homies.